Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it's time for episode number 14 of our West Ham United career mode here on FIFA 15, and in today's episode we will be concluding the transfer window, well, almost concluding the transfer window, and we'll be playing two games, the first of which against Swansea in the Barclays Premier League, and then the second of which in the FA Cup 4th round against Reading, who we were drawn against, as you'll see a little bit later on, as you see in the calendar. As you can see in the background is the table. Didn't get a chance to show you that at the end of last episode, so I'll leave that on the in the background for you guys to assess there. As you can see, Spurs and Arsenal down in 7th and 8th, Chelsea and Manchester City there at the top of the table, with Liverpool and Manchester United occupying the rest of the top 4, and us, West Ham, there in 5th place. A really good season so far, actually where West Ham are in real life as well. Now, if you watched my last video, you'll know that for Christmas I actually managed to get an Xbox One, so I'm on next gen now, utterly thrilled with the gift, absolutely ridiculous, just an awesome present, and awesome for you, for you guys to watch now as well. I need to get an Elgato, but then I'll be able to record on it, so I don't know if I should start a new career mode series on next gen. I wasn't really planning to, but maybe I could, or maybe I could do some different FIFA videos on there as well, some racing game videos and all sorts, and yeah, it's just absolutely awesome, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you some next gen content very, very soon. But as you can see, of course, we are in the transfer window, so in the background we've got a little bit of a review of what's going on at the moment, some transfers that we're in for at the moment. Jean-Paul Bertius and Johan Geis are sort of in the very early stages of a deal, but in terms of Anatsi, Schöne and Ayew, they are all very much possible. Anatsi, at the end of last episode, we actually got a contract offer accepted for him, and as my question of the day, you asked me to sign Andre Ayew. I said last time in the question of the day, would you like me to sign Andre Ayew on a pre-contract agreement, and the overwhelming answer was yes. We're going to have to stall on Ogeni and Anatsi because I'm not entirely sure if we'll have enough money, because I want to sign a winger first. I think that's more vital because we've got a lot of injuries going on there, and as you can see, we are going to go straight in for a winger, being Lasse Schöne, the Ajax winger. Seems to be the cheapest of the lot, seems to be the most fun to play with of the lot. We're going to offer £4.5 million plus Morgan Amalfitano, who's actually up for sale in terms of a bid for him, and Ajax actually accept that, so £4.5 million plus Morgan Amalfitano, possibly a little bit generous in terms of the transfer fee, probably could have lowered that down to £3.5 million, but for some reason I chose 4, maybe by accident, I'm not entirely sure. As you can see here is the contract offer, a 2-year contract, 60 grand a week, and as a crucial first team player, and promptly that is accepted as well, so we're really just rushing through this Lasse Schöne deal very, very quickly indeed. That's literally in the space of about 3 days. We've already, just to reiterate, we have now signed Andre Ayew on a pre-contract agreement, so he'll be joining in the summer. And he will be available to us, in July to use. Not at the moment. He'll continue. He'll run out his contract with Marseille. But as you can see now, we are about to accept Lasse Schöne as from the winger, even from Ajax as a winger. And there you go, deal done. Again, we're going to have to stall on again, Nazi, because I'm going to have to try and work out some fun somewhere along the lines. Not entirely sure how I'm actually going to do that. But yeah, Lasse Schöne now a West Ham player, as well as Simone Scuffi in terms of the immediate transfers in this January transfer window, and then we'll be getting Andre Ayew in the summer, as well as possibly looking at Fabian Delph as a central midfielder as a pre-contract agreement too. But now it is time to get into the first game of the episode against Swansea City. As you can see in the background, I was just sorting out a team. Lasse Schöne will be starting on the bench today, so he might not get his debut today, may come on a little bit later on for his debut. His outright debut, but we'll probably get his full debut in the next game. As you can see, here is the squad. Simone Scuffi retaining his place in goal. Carl Jenkinson actually retaining his place at right back. Been really impressed by him at the moment. He comes in to replace Uchida. Kouyaté, Song and Ravel Morrison there as the central midfielders, with Niang and Downing as the wingers, and Valencia up front instead of Zarate. As you can see, very early on in the game there, Valencia getting a good chance and deemed offside. Didn't really look it at the time. Good save though from the Swansea keeper, but as you can see, Swansea would go forward, and Wayne Routledge is in fact going to score. It's a really nice goal. Probably wasn't overly deserved, to be honest with you, because we were playing very well. As you can see, we had that first good chance early on in the game, probably wrongly ruled out as offside. That's the second time that's happened in recent episodes. But Wayne Routledge then going forward, and a really nice acrobatic volley to make it 1-0 to Swansea. But this was going to prove to be a very tough game. As you can see, though, straight from the kickoff, Jenkinson even is going to give it to Downing. Here is Valencia on the ball. He gives it to Cheku Kouyaté. It's a nice little ding ball over the top for Niang, and he's going to chip it over the goalkeeper. The Swansea defender cannot get there, and that is an absolutely instant reply to make it 1-1 to equalise. What a goal that is from M'Baye Niang. Really, really cute finish there as well, for only his second goal, I do believe, in the Barclays Premier League. As you can see, though, Swansea going forward yet again in a fantastic challenge there from Winston Reid on Wilfred Bonney to prevent that chance. As you can see, though, John Joe Shelvey is going to get tackled there, but the first time ball is through for Shelvey yet again, and he finds space to slot it past Simone Scuffe. Nothing really our Italian goalkeeper could do about either of the goals there, but John Joe Shelvey with a really nice finish there into the bottom right-hand corner. Very frustrating from my AI side of defence. I wasn't really controlling all the defenders there, and I would have liked them to sort out that massive sort of chasm of space in the penalty area, but unfortunately they didn't do it. Stuart Downing there with a chance right at the end of the first half, and Valencia cutting inside. Really nice save there from the Swansea goalkeeper. As you can see, Sigurdsson there with a free kick that's going to be cleared off the line, I think, by Jetro Willems in the end. Sigurdsson going for a rather spectacular follow-up, but it didn't work out for him. As you can see, though, Valencia in almost a copy of what happened a few minutes before, but a much better finish. What a goal that is from Ener Valencia. Cuts inside, and an absolutely fantastic finish right into the top corner, literally pinpoint accurate, nothing the Swansea goalkeeper could do. And as you can see, just after this, we actually gave Lasse Schöne his full or outright debut. Onto the pitch as well came Zarate, Niang and Song coming off there as substitutions, but Swansea yet again going forward and penning us in to our own half there. A really nice block from Samuel Umtiti, really starting to come into his own in this West Ham squad. But as you can see, Gylfi Sigurdsson there with a really gilt-edged chance there to make it 3-2 right at the death. Thankfully he didn't. We do in fact get the draw, only our second draw of the season in the Barclays Premier League, would you believe. As you can see there, man of the match going to Ener Valencia with an 8.1 rating, an absolutely appalling rating for Simone Scuffe in goal there, 4.4. I've never seen that from a goalkeeper before. I don't think he was really at fault for either of the goals. It was really our AI defending and supposed AI intelligence that let us down there. As you can see, though, we are really struggling for money at the moment. We're wanting to buy a central midfielder, and it's just not happening. We don't have the funds at the moment because James Tompkins, for some reason, just isn't selling. On this game, you can't sell players for toffee, so we're asking the board for a bit of additional funds. We asked for £3 million in exchange for actually something we've already managed to achieve in the domestic cup. Just a little bit of cleverness there. They only offered us, in effect, £1.5 million, so we've got £1.5 million extra. As you can see, though, we are now going to go in for Fabian Delph, the Aston Villa central midfielder. You guys have been asking for this like all series. He was, of course, in my Aston Villa career mode series, and he was a very popular player during that series, so you guys are wanting me to bring him with me to West Ham, and that can be done, and that will be done. As you can see, there, 30 grand in wages and a 5% goal bonus, and that will be done on a pre-contract agreement. We'll be signing him for free. We'll have to pay his wages until he joins, but he will be joining for free, and he will be available to us in July in the summer. So that's 2 pre-contract agreements done, being Andre Ayew and Fabian Delph. I think they're both very solid additions to our squad, especially in the future as well. Looking forward to some bigger things, I suppose, in Season 2. As you can see, though, just their confirmation, we've been drawn against Reading in the 4th round of the FA Cup, so we're now going to get into the second game of this episode, a 4-1-2-1-2 formation, as you can see on the screen, and we're going to be playing somewhat of a slightly weakened team because it's the FA Cup, because, you know, stamina and fatigue is somewhat of a problem on this game, as it always is, of course, but yeah, so we're going to be playing a slightly second-string team. As you can see there, the defence pretty much unchanged apart from Aaron Cresswell coming in at left mid. Lasse Schöne actually getting his full debut there at left mid. Downing the other winger, Bahluli coming into the side, and Zarate and, in fact, Diafra Sakho. Someone I haven't really given a chance yet in this career mode so far. Of course, he's absolutely incredible in real life, but for some reason he's terrible on this game. So I'm giving him a chance with Zarate up front in that two-pronged attack. As you can see, though, some nice interchanging play there between Bahluli and Sakho. Bahluli's going to get it back off Sakho. It's a good save. Koyate there is somehow, they're going to blast it over high and wide with pretty much an open goal. But as you can see, Sakho would not repeat that, and his first goal in this West Ham United career mode, and what a goal it is. I think fed through there by Fares Bahluli with an absolutely awesome through ball there, and what a finish that is, right into the top right hand corner. Nothing Adam Federici could do in the Reading goal, and that is a fantastic goal. As you can see, the Lasse Schöne there with his first chance, in fact, as a West Ham player, and it forces a brilliant save out of the Reading goalkeeper. But as you can see, Bahluli bursting through the centre, going to cut inside with that Ronaldo chop, and what a finish that is. Fares Bahluli having an absolutely fantastic game, a really good assist, and what a goal that is. Some really nice composure to chop inside, and then a really nice finish. But if you thought that was a good finish, Cheku Koyate, what a goal that is in the 48th minute, just after half-time. Gets a bit of space and lashes it down into that bottom-hand corner. Really nice goal. One of the first goals we scored outside the box, really, all season. Well, not one of the first, but one of a few, and it's a very nice goal indeed. Simone Scuffe there with a good save there from the Reading header. But as you can see, we give away possibly the clumsiest penalty in all history. Simon Cox is going to step up to take it, and it is going to be saved by Simone Scuffe. Absolutely awesome stuff from our Italian goalkeeper. The first time he's really actually been able to do something huge in a game, and a very nice penalty save indeed there. A chance for Zarate. He's going to get another chance. He's going to cut inside with a nice little step over, and he is, of course, going to score that to make it 4-0. Reading punished for not taking their chance, that big chance there with the penalty given away by Carl Jenkinson. and they are made to pay their 4-0, but unfortunately we could not hold on to our clean sheet, as has been the case all season. Oliver Norwood there with a really tidy sweeping left-footed finish into the bottom corner. Past Scuffer, yet again nothing he could do. He's conceded 3 goals this episode and he couldn't really have done much about any of them, but it's still a very solid win indeed. Fades Bahluli with an absolutely awesome game indeed. 9.5 rating for himself. He gets man of the match. Great ratings as well for Diafra Sakho. What a game he had as well. He'll certainly be playing and featuring a lot more often in this career mode series, as well as good rating for Zarate and Cheku Koyate. And as you can see there in defensive midfield, George Moncur came on. Really a fan of him. He actually played very well despite his terrible rating. He was very good, so he'll be getting some chances in the Barclays Premier League hopefully soon as a youth product from West Ham in real life. But as you can see, we are now on to deadline day, and that is where I'm going to end this episode. Next time out, we'll be starting with deadline day, making some new signings hopefully as well. And that is basically my question of the day yet again at the end of the episode instead of in the middle. Who would you like me to sign on deadline days? Preferably central midfielders we're looking at. I could do the Agenia Nazi deal, maybe Johannes Guys, anyone like that. Any central midfielders you think I should buy? Guido Fofana as well was another suggestion that looks pretty good. So any of those guys, hopefully be looking to bring another central midfielder, maybe someone on loan, not entirely sure. We'll have to see how it goes on deadline day. That'll be next episode. I really hope you enjoyed this episode though. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you did, and comment about enjoying it if you enjoyed it that much, as well as your answers to my question of the day. But nevertheless, it's been an absolute pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.